It's Leeds United versus the Premier League and more European football today. Chelsea our first opponent, so not straightforward. We have slipped to third in the table, although a game in hand on second place Liverpool could see us rise back above them should we win against Chelsea, which isn't going to be easy, obviously. Chelsea at home, Southampton at home, West Ham at home, and then a trip to Spain for Sevilla. So will probably be the Saints game midweek that we sim, I would imagine. With West Ham, you presume, the better of those other two sides. West Ham in 7th, Southampton in 17th. Yes, certainly, it will be the Saints one that we sim then. Did you have to remind me of going out of the FA Cup on penalties? Oh, that's bumped back down to earth when trying to start the new episode in a jovial fashion. Never mind, we shall crack on against Chelsea and see what we can do then. Their starting lineup looks as follows. Marlon on the right, Lobotka in midfield, Brooks and Koch, Gaia and Mazraoui. A new look entire defensive line for them. So certainly some new names in there, some familiar names as well that will be very good. Enzo and Kunku, Mudryk. Nico Jackson, not so much really. Cole Palmer on the bench only. I imagine he will grow much better on FC25 than he does on FC24, that's for sure. Thank you to those of you on the board behind me as well for your continued support on the YouTube comment section. I appreciate it very much indeed. Do come across and join me on stream as well if you don't already, either on YouTube or Twitch. I might well be starting on Kick soon as well. We'll wait and see how things go on that in that regard. But thank you to Jeremy and to Bob and to George as well for your support. Appreciate it, and everyone else as well, and everybody on the Patreon too. Right, stop your waffling, Ches. Go and play football. Okay. Oh, lovely spin by Jack Clark. He's just kept it in play as well. God, Mudryk is quick, isn't he? Christ alive. Nico Jackson. You're in trouble. We're barely 5 minutes in. He's destroyed Ben White and sees yellow. Lucky boy. Very lucky boy. Would have completely changed the game plan. An early red card like that. Chaibi around the corner here to Martson. Will whip the ball. It will get deflected. Will whip the ball again. Jack Clark could be underneath. It's Alex Scott. And Robert Sanchez makes the save. Pascal Struijk had numerous headed efforts in the last episode but couldn't get a goal, and he didn't get anywhere near that one. Okay, this could be a decent counter-attack actually. I am worried. I'm still worried. I'm not worried anymore. I'm still worried. It's 1-0 Chelsea. Alright. Alex Scott. Jack Clark. Rise the challenge from Gaia. Then steals it immediately off me. And Nico Jackson, who's lucky to still be on the pitch, who was instrumental in their opening goal, takes it away. Marlon to Nico Jackson again. Danger in the box here. Danger out the box here. And Ferris Chaibi, does well. Mazraoui now with a challenge from behind. Is he going to be in trouble? A very lenient referee. That's a Clark. Rousseau's on the run. And he'll get there ahead of Brooks. 76 rated John Anthony Brooks, 80 rated Robin Koch. It's not necessarily the strongest of Chelsea defences here, is it? And we're level. Joel Peru with quite the celebration on the end of quite the team move and goal. Chelsea team are 9th in the table, and I get that Chelsea are where they are in the league right now in real life and are kind of doing what they're doing with a longer term project, but in game, that longer-term project still isn't materialising. Their team is still very underwhelming. They've got the occasional standout player, like Mazraoui or Enzo Fernandez or Marlon and Mudryk, but 80 rated Koch, 82 Sanchez, 76 Brooks, 82 aging Gaia, 88 and 84, 84, 81 Mudryk, but you know how influential he can be. And Kunku and Nico Jackson's 83, but he's not great, is he? Let's be honest, it's still very much an in-transition Chelsea side. And, well, that defence is just poor. There's no other way to phrase it. It is a poor defensive setup. And that's been proven by the way that we built and scored that goal. Van Nevijk. Little dink over the top. Can we flick that around the corner? No is the answer. Can we win that header? Yes is the answer. Van Nevijk. Jack Clark first. Challenge, sir. Robert Sanchez didn't really want to stop me from getting a corner there, though, apparently. Okay. Oh, I'll go in front then, shall I? Chelsea are just straight up bad, mate. Ugh. Not quite the same muscles on me as they are on them, are they? Marlon's a bit quick. And he's going to find Nico Jackson here, who's found Nkunku. All right. They might be absolute insert expletive at the back, Chelsea. But going the other way, Christopher Nkunku's a bit good. Chaibi trying to find some space. It's been an electric game so far, isn't it? 2-2. We only just got to the half-hour point. Alex Scott jinking past Nico Jackson. Jack Clark making a great run. And he's onside. Jack Clark's in behind. Jack! Oh, Clark has got to be better. It could have been 3-2 in the 32nd minute. He's missed the bloody target. Nico Jackson. Oh, change of acceleration. And the quality of finish. Okay. 2 minutes only into the second half. Nico Jackson straight off to celebrate with Mauricio Pochettino. And we are behind. Not the greatest of starts to the first half. Even worse start to the second. Still don't think he should be on the pitch. 16 goals in 30 games for Nico Jackson. He is having a great season for Chelsea here. Seemingly one of their only shining lights in their 9th placed campaign so far. To be fair, 16 goals is probably more than anyone has scored for me in the Premier League this year. I think Peru is on 15 now. They might both come into this game on 14 apiece, actually. Nico Jackson and Joel Peru. Trying to cast my mind back to the last time I saw how many goals that Peru had. We did compare him and Adam Koch recently-ish, didn't we? Peru could have been in for another one, but Koch blocks it. And Daniel Marlin's just too quick, really. The pace that they have out wide is causing me issues here, despite the fact that I've got very quick fullbacks. One of which is former Chelsea. Oh, the keeper caught completely in no man's land. And Mazraoui at the back post makes it 4-2 to Chelsea. What an unbelievable cross that was. Worth watching again, I think, as depressed as it will make us. Absolutely unmarked at the back stick. Could the keeper have come for that? It's probably out of his reach. Brilliant header, though. And Chelsea, at the beginning of the second half, have scored twice. Nico Jackson out to Daniel Marlon. Ah. It's done me. Well in. Oh, no, don't. Just away. Oh, actually, what a ball. Where on earth are the defence? Peru is away. Do I try the squared ball? I'm gonna. I shouldn't have. Sanchez with the save onto the post. Let's see what we can do in the final 10 minutes, maybe. Probably nothing, to be completely honest, but we'll see what we can muster. Alex Scott from range. It's looping, it's dipping, it's whipping, it's in! 4-3, game on again. That's the best goal Alex Scott scored in his career. Intercepted. Got runners. Jack Clark turns really well. Plojek. And Gini! It's blocked. It's a corner, is it? No, it's the final whistle. It is. Well, that was an entertaining game of football that unfortunately this time we don't come out the beneficiary of. We've had 4-3s and 3-2s go in our favour this year. On this occasion, it's against us. We've been cock-blocked by a former teammate, unfortunately. I mean, it was fun to play, but Christ, that's disappointing still to lose in such a fashion to that poor defensive Chelsea side. But with Saints next, we certainly can expect to hopefully get 3 points on the board next time around. Then it'll be West Ham and Sevilla. So all 3 games are at home in the Premier League today. So I'll see you at Ellen Road again. Southampton now from 17th down to 19th after losing once more. Now 3 straight defeats for them. Adam Armstrong is the man that leads the line. Will Smallbone is the string puller in midfield. Jaleta in centre-back for them is trying to do his best, I'm sure. They're missing Kamaldeen Sulemana through injury, as you can see bottom left. Brandon Cook starts on the right-hand side, Patreon player, but I imagine that we should be a little bit too strong for them here. I am going to rotate a little bit because we've got West Ham upcoming, and certainly we want some players to continue to get some first-team football that have been on the fringes. Alex Scott probably earned his start, to be fair, with that goal against Chelsea last time around. A quick sim against Saints should end in victory to us, and my lord, does it ever. Slummerville, Hlozek, Ampadu and Ben White, 4 separate goal scorers in a resounding 4-0 victory. Manchester United lose, I just noticed there as well, which actually doesn't matter to us whatsoever because they're down in 9th now. Chelsea up to 8th after beating us. We're back up to 2nd now. Arsenal, however, could come above us on goal difference should they win their game in hand, but we have at present a 4-point advantage over Tottenham in 5th. Still not looking solid for a top 4 place, but one of the favourites for sure. The gap is 17 points. Oh, rephrase. The gap is 18 points to Manchester City. If they win 2 more games, they've won the title with 6 games to spare. They might even do it with 7 games to spare, depending on what happens in this next round of fixtures. They have disappeared in a class of their own this year. West Ham are chasing a European spot of their own, of course, and look at that form. They are strong at the moment. Kudus on the right, Ruben Garcia on the left, Oliver Torres sat behind Yusuf En-Nesyri. Edson Alvarez actually makes his way into midfield this time. He has tended to play at centre-back for West Ham most recently. Buket in goal has been annoyingly good when we've played the Hammers of late, so that's a really capable side for them, and if we lost to Chelsea, we certainly could lose to West Ham as well. Full strength team for me, though. Hopefully, job done this time. Van Evite into Somerville. They sit deep, don't they, West Ham? Ali Al-Mazrati in their CDM line is always going to be difficult to play against. We know that from the Union Berlin save. Oh, good save by Buket. Set up nicely for Archie Gray when he brought it down. Trying to find the opening goal here. We know we've got goals in us. We just scored 3 against Chelsea, but we did concede 4. Hopefully this time that won't be happening at the other end. We can provide 3 points for the home crowd once more. More of the 4-0 against Southampton level of performance, please, than the 4-3 defeat to Chelsea. Although we are playing a side in blue again, albeit a different shade. All right. Oh, that sort of change in acceleration is just so difficult to defend against. Wow. Ali Al-Mazrati. What an effort from him there. So very nearly 1-0 West Ham. We catch them on the counter going the other way. Maybe, but only by using a hand. Although they used a hand first, so why can I not have had the advantage there? Ethan Ampadu from 40 yards. No. Oliver Torres has done me there just by changing direction. Then he's done it again. Kudus. They do like this right-hand side, don't they? Dedic is in. That might be a goal kick, actually. It's not. It's a corner. Martin's done well enough. Oliver Torres will deliver the set piece. Near post duty, please. Crescencio, well done, mate. Aguerd will recover. Oliver Torres. Kudus, don't foul anyone, please. Ruben Garcia in the box. I daren't press tackle, just in case. Just quite simply out-muscled the man. He crumbled under the pressure. That's one of the new animations this year, when the strength just runs out of the man doing the shielding. And En-Nesyri with a powerful effort that's well blocked. This is a competitive fixture so far. Both sides having a go. Neither yet found that key to unlock the opposite defence. I know where you want to go. Didn't expect him to go there that way though. Kudus, little ball roll. Back to Edson Alvarez. Strauch's in the way. That's not great actually from Strauch. Al-Mazrati will find Ruben Garcia here. And Ruben Garcia winds up. A lot of blocked shots in the game to this point. Although West Ham have hit the woodwork through Ali Al-Mazrati earlier. Either side could have taken the lead. We might be having a chance to do so here, perhaps. Peru's normally the man tucking them away, trying to help create them here this time. Ampadu is there. And in there is Jack Clark. Oh, and if that reaches Archie Gray, he's in a great position to try and get a shot away. Tough to break down this West Ham side. They are very regimented at the back. Corner West Ham, bang on 60 minutes. Somerville short to Kudus, delivered in really well, and Meslier comes to claim it. There's only 3 West Ham men back here. We can get bodies forward in support quickly enough, then maybe... Oh, there's the chance of a goal. Excellent through ball. Ruter. Meslier saw the man free, but that through ball was what made it. Perfectly weighted. Just beyond the last defender. So Gini didn't have to break stride. Could let it run past his feet. Keep going. And uncatchable. Buried beautifully. Finally, there is a goal in this game in the 63rd minute. And it's gone Leeds United's way. Somerville. Martin. Well, Gini's there. He's the man we left up top. We'll float it for him. And why he's taken the touch on his knee, I cannot tell you. I wanted the first time finish. It was a gorgeous floated ball over the top to him. It just needed tucking home. All it needed was a little toe poke and it was in. Oh, luckily we didn't need it. If we did, I would have certainly have dropped Gini Ruter for the next game, regardless of the fact that he scored the earlier goal in this one to give us the 1-0 lead that we eventually saw through. It was a very entertaining game. 16 chances total in it. And only the one goal. Such was the strength of the defensive work from teams in there. And, of course, the goalkeepers too. So, City, I think, are all but champions now. With 7 games to go, they are 18 points clear. And there are 21 points remaining. So, if they win and we fail to win on match day 32 in the next round of fixtures, they win the league with 6 games to go, which is unbelievable. The most dominant league title win we've had in any save this year by a margin, certainly. And hopefully we'll be in a position to do something similar next year once we improve the squad yet further. Obviously it looks pretty good as it is at the minute, but there's been some call in the live chat to maybe replace players like Pascal Struijk in the starting lineup. Now, I don't like the idea, but he is if we're going purely on ratings, he is the most obvious one to try and replace first. This is Sevilla's 4-3-3 attack here for the first leg in the quarter-final. Ocampos, Pavlidis, Suso, Lamela, Timbersau, Coyote, Gadelli, other Timber, Cucurella and Ramsdale. Okay, so they've raided the Premier League then, haven't they? Or at least they've raided London. Ramsdale, Urian Timber and Cucurella, all from Chelsea and Arsenal. Quentin or Contan, not sure which way you pronounce it with it being Dutch. Timber, the two Timber brothers in there together. Gibraltar, so obviously Lamela used to play in the Premier League. Suso used to play in the Premier League. Who have they got on the bench? Curtis Jones used to play in the Premier League. Okay, Sevilla decent, but we fancy ourselves. And great. European games do tend to be more difficult because of the way that the game is made. There are like different levels of category of game, aren't there? Where some are just inherently more difficult than others. Oh, wee! And European knockouts are certainly up there. That header, unfortunately, was a little bit too up there. Otherwise, it might well have found that far top corner. No goal in the opening few minutes here. Suso. Lovely ball through the gap. It's Coyote. It's run straight into Pascal Struijk, who's flattened him. And Struik's physicality kind of makes up for his lack of technical ability, which is why I'm leaning towards keeping Pascal Struijk, and I'm apprehensive to remove him from my starting lineup. Archie Gray certainly could have found that ball through the gap much better. Struijk has an 86 rated Ben White next to him and doesn't look out of place. That's the thing. Like, sometimes the overall rating is a little bit misleading because in game they play so much better than that, and you can have a higher rated player that plays like absolute dirt sometimes. Somerville is available. It's Gini Ruter that's there. Then it's Somerville. Catch me if you can. Guess what? You can't. I can't score though. We'll take the corner. Somerville will take it himself. And Cucurella's underneath it actually. Ampadu will nod this back out wide. And we'll deliver again. And it's not bad. And Ben White's there is looping. And Ramsdale tips over. Plenty of former Arsenal players in this game today. Ben White again going for it. Cucurella again in the way. Ampadu driven across. Struijk on his left foot. Oh, nobody. Ruter just trying to find a little bit of space, half a yard even. Somerville looking for a worldie. Will take the free kick. Was going a long way wide, I think. Ruter has... Well, nobody really has great free kick accuracy here for us. We'll try it with Koch. Nearly 3 bars of power. It's probably not going to beat the wall. It does! Oh, it's cannoned off the top of the bar. It was a hell of an effort. Strout will recover it. Koch. Well, we'll try again, shall we? Wow. I didn't expect Adam's strike to be that good. If I can do exactly the same thing again, then it should have enough time to get back down and dip behind the bar. Oh, which is exactly what it did, but because it was slightly further out, Ramsdale had the extra half second to get across to cover it. Wow, Adam Koch doesn't have great free kick stats, but that was a great free kick. Gray looking for Gini Ruter. Just couldn't sort his feet out in time. Half an hour in, or nearly half an hour in. Again, just like the West Ham game, plenty of action here, but no goals. Nice footwork from Somerville. Ampadu through that gap. Ruter is there. Jack Clark's going. It's actually about to come off the pitch, Jack Clark, but he could leave as a creative assist getter. And he would have done if Adam Koch hadn't bottled it. Now, actually, the man that could have scored and the man that could have assisted are both coming off the pitch. And Peru and Ferris Chaibi are coming on for the final 15 to 20 minutes or so. Are they going to make the difference? They've made changes as well. We'll see whose substitutes have the answer. Nicely inside. Ah, Suso's done me. He's in. Thankfully, pace has never really been part of Suso's game, but he is very tricky with the ball at his feet. I don't like this. Campos went up with an arm there. It was almost Maradona-esque, but the ball went out for a goal kick nonetheless. Well, I'm not looking forward to the second leg, put it that way. Yes, we'll be back at home at least, but... ref, is that not a foul, is it? Okay. He's just run into me and flattened me. Oh, I'm even more so not looking forward to the second leg if we'd have gone to that second leg 1-0 down. Big up Island Melier. Jones again. Gibbelso again. Constantimber. Melier again making a good save down low. That's going to be their free kick as it is. 90th minute. Where's Gadelli going to place it? Is it going to be Gadelli that places it? Ocampos lays it short. Quentin Timber. Into Pavlidis, whose touch lets him down. 2 minutes added on. Is there a breakaway goal in this? Fares Chaibi, with hopefully the fresh legs to try and grind this Leeds United side into a 1-0 first leg lead. Oh, which we so very nearly get, but Aaron Ramsdale, oh, with the late save. I had to bury that. I had to bury that. Volley, volley, volley. Chaibi, oh. It's gone in! Oh, 1-0 lead for the second leg. 0-0 then. 0-0 in this first leg away from home in Seville. That was monstrously difficult. Aaron Ramsey and Isla Melio both performing to the best of their possible abilities to ensure that neither side was able to make the breakthrough. We have Everton to begin with in the next episode. Sorry, Joe, you weren't getting a showing in that one. That's far too high-profile a game for you to play. You can play away from home against Everton, though. It'll be Everton, Sevilla and Manchester United in the next episode before we push into the month of May, where hopefully there'll be plenty more European games to come, but we are going to have to turn up in that second leg against Sevilla to ensure that there are more to come. That's all for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. That was intense in every manner of the word today. Drop the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.